It amazes me every time it happens, how a small shift in perspective can completely transform the way we see the world. While your circumstances or challenges may remain unchanged, it can feel as though the entire world has turned upside down. For example, watching a video like this, reading a book, or listening to someone's story can instantly transform how you feel about your day and how you choose to treat others. Today, I want to share top 3 ideas that brought life-changing perspective shifts for me this year. As the year comes to a close, incorporating these ideas into your life will help you start the new year feeling refreshed and uplifted, setting you up to make it your best year yet. This idea comes from the second habit in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. Begin with the end in mind. In this chapter, Covey says something that really hit me hard. All things are created twice. He explains that there are 2 creations in life, mental creation and physical creation. Mental creation always precedes physical creation, just like you need a blueprint before constructing a building. Then, he suggests writing down your life's blueprint, a mental creation in the form of a personal mission statement that defines your core values and goals. Much like the unchanging US Constitution, the mission statement becomes the anchor of your life, your compass, ensuring that your daily actions, which are your physical creation, align with these principles and ultimate objectives. In terms of having a clear mental direction and core values, Covey uses an analogy in this chapter that deeply resonated with me, which is imagining your own funeral and considering how you would like to be remembered. I think one of the biggest misconceptions we humans hold, whether consciously or not, is the belief that we can spend today as though another day is guaranteed. We spend time as though we are immortal with infinite moments to spare on this earth. So we waste these moments. When I say waste, I don't mean not working hard. I mean we don't spend our time intentionally. We get distracted by things that we know don't truly align with our values or bring meaningful purpose to our lives. This shift in perspective played a significant role in starting my YouTube channel and pursuing it more seriously as well. Although it was something I'd always wanted to do, building a community, sharing ideas and life stories, and expressing my creativity, I hesitated. Even after starting this channel, I postponed uploading for a long time, as it felt like an insurmountable mountain when viewed from the ground. I'm an introvert, a naturally shy person, and speaking in front of a camera felt far outside my comfort zone. I wasn't even sure if I was ready to offer meaningful value to others, but despite these doubts, I decided to take a leap of faith. Thanks to those perspective shifts I experienced along the way. When I was faced with the question of imagining my own funeral and considering how I would like to be remembered, I realized I didn't want to be someone who surrendered to fear and self-doubt, only to be left with regret. Instead, I decided to try, even if I fail, to give it my all and challenge myself to do something that could bring meaning and value to others, as well as joy to myself. I also wanted to set an example for my kids, showing them that I chose to pursue my passions with purpose, even when it meant stepping outside my comfort zone, demonstrating through my actions that my words carry some meaning. Living with the end in mind doesn't necessarily mean embarking on something extraordinary. Often it's quite the opposite. Did you know that when people who have lost their loved ones are asked what they would do if they could have just one more day with them, their answer is almost always about small, simple things. Just spending time together on an ordinary day, sharing big laughs, and enjoying each other's company. Nothing too special. But it is special. Yet, we often take these ordinary days with loved ones for granted, even though these moments align with our deepest values. This idea took on an even deeper meaning for me when my mom began her battle with cancer. It's easy to believe our parents will always be with us. I used to think that too, but this realization has been hitting me hard lately. With my parents living in Korea, I find myself missing them a lot. Understanding that everything has an end reminds me just how precious the limited time we share truly is. So, What do you value most? How would you like to finish the race? How do you want to be remembered by your loved ones, your family, and friends? What meaning do you hope to leave behind? Try writing down a personal mission statement to help guide the choices you make every day. Do you enjoy exercising every day? For most of us, staying consistent with exercise can be tough. Even though I try to make it part of my daily routine, it still takes effort and motivation to get started, at least for me. But Kim Jong-kook does something different. A Korean singer, celebrity, and YouTuber, he runs a channel with over 3 million subscribers focused on workouts that promote a healthy lifestyle. While he's primarily known as a singer, he's also renowned for his unique passion for health and fitness. Many people share their workout routines and knowledge online, but what sets him apart is the pure joy he radiates every time he works out in the gym. Most of us approach exercise thinking it's something we have to do for our health, fitness, and other reasons. But Kim Jong-kook seems to approach it as if it's something he gets to do it every day, finding joy in the process. When you have a solid and meaningful reason behind what you do and you genuinely feel its benefits, even the hardest tasks can become something to be grateful for as you carry them out. And when you think about it, everything you have to do in life that feels tiring or overwhelming can feel much lighter if you reframe it as something you get to do. You can take a moment to reflect now. What are the things you got to do today? Or the things you get to do from this moment onward? One could argue that's just another mind trick you're using to develop a more positive attitude. But what if it's actually a way to get in touch with the deeper reality? What if we've been simply blind to the true aspects of gratitude, distracted by all the noise we hear and the emotions we feel every day, causing us to take for granted all the blessings we already have? I remember the day I first held my boys in the hospital bed. No words could describe what I felt in my heart. I also was utterly exhausted after 30 hours of trying for natural birth and finally having to undergo a C-section. I hadn't eaten, I hadn't drunken any water, and I was completely drained. But none of that mattered when I held the precious little one in my arms. Yet, have I continued to approach my children with that same wonder and gratitude every day? When I prepare their lunches on busy mornings or wash dishes after work, I know I can make these moments a little more meaningful by remembering that I get to do these things because I am a mom to 2 loving kids and I'm genuinely grateful. Since I incorporated this get to mindset, I've become a more grateful person, and I've started to enjoy the things that once felt overwhelming or redundant. Now, try writing down the things you felt you had to do today or yesterday, and then change the phrase have to get to. And read them aloud if you can. I know it doesn't change the circumstances around us right away, but how we perceive them makes all the difference. How we treat others, our loved ones, and how we treat ourselves. And also, this shift in perspective could ignite real change and alter the trajectory of our lives in the coming year. All these daily burdens will certainly become much lighter, maybe with a smile on your face, even in the face of a difficult challenges. One of the worst feelings we may experience is facing a situation where we're not that good at something and feeling demoralized. I can't even count how much time I've wasted in the past thinking I had to be great or even the best at everything I did. So I stayed within my comfort zone, where I felt safe. If I didn't try, I wouldn't at least risk being embarrassed. Have you ever felt that way too? You get inspired by someone, set a goal, and want to start something new, whether it's a YouTube channel, working out, or a side hustle, only to realize how many people have already achieved great success. It feels like they're standing at the top of the mountain while you're just starting at the base. And then those self-sabotaging thoughts creep in. Who am I kidding? I'm already too late. Before you know it, you slip back into the old patterns, taking the easy way out. But here's the truth. If you want to learn something new and build something meaningful, you must go through the phase where you're not that good at it It's inevitable. There's no shortcut around the beginner stage. In other words, everyone who has reached significant milestone has also gone through the stages where they were pretty bad at certain points. So what I started doing differently is while allowing myself to get inspired by someone's work or story, once I begin tackling something new, I avoid comparing myself to those. The only person you compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Even a little progress every day counts, as long as you're improving. Sure, some people might laugh, criticize, or discourage you. You sometimes might feel uncomfortable or even underestimated. But imagine where you could be 1 year from now if you just took it one small step at a time. So be brave enough to suck at something new. A bruised ego won't diminish who you are. Start your journey one step, one day, one lesson at a time. How about adding a phrase like "for now" at the end when you say you suck at this or that because you know you won't someday. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.